Hello everyone, it is me Peep Peep, and welcome back to Saint Spell's Love Guide to the Magical Student Spellbook. This is part 2. This is going to be a longer series. Please watch part 1, but tell me, comment down below, whenever we get into it, how you feel about this game. Because so far, I'm really digging the game. It's really great, so I think I'm going to play it day by day, and then eventually, when the game is over, I'm going to play it again and get other endings because I think it'd be really cool to try out with all the characters. Let's get into it. Today is Tuesday. You have some free time until your next class. What do you do? Honestly, I think we're going to go get us something to eat because I'm hungry, right? We're going to cook something. We do not steal in this playthrough. You will not die this winter. You can feel the charisma increasing. Yay! It takes up so much time. Does it take that long to eat? You have some free time until your next class. Oh, we do. Let's go back here because I want to talk to that one lady we were talking to before. If she's there. You're in the infirmary. Why not? No, let's get a checkup. Let's get another checkup. I want to see her again. Your churning stomach leads you to the infirmary. Oh! Who is this fellow? I love you. I love your hair. You look so cool. There, you run into the student on shift. They are keeping stock of the various potions and medicines available for use. After explaining your symptoms, this person asks for your hand. They tap their wand against your palm and murmur a few phrases. You have food poisoning. I'll find you something that should tide it over quickly. What? Food poisoning? Ugh, dude. Alucane soon returns with a dark green and dropped that tastes bitter and warm. Ugh. Rest. I will look after you in the meantime. You look so cool. You look kind of like a vampire. Ooh. As ordered, you lay down on one of the beds, falling asleep, listening to the sound of their work. It's not paranoia, but you swear you heard footsteps following you. Oh no. It's the stuff he gave us. It's noon! What do you want to spend Who do you want to spend lunchtime with? I am very sorry to my friend. But I think, should we spend time with him? Actually, we're gonna spend time with this guy, because if he's not there, I will back up and try again. You try to find, but then, okay, yeah, you know what, I'm not gonna do that. Sorry, buddy, but we cannot find him. He doesn't exist. You find Simon at the fields. You decide to have lunch outside today, hoping to enjoy some fresh air and good weather. I love this guy, and I want him to be your friend. Okay, maybe he doesn't consider us as friends, he's very weary of us, but we're gonna be best friends, okay? Other students seem to have the same idea as they trickle out of the field, finding spots at outdoor tables, or simply settling down in the grass. Among these students, you find a familiar clad figure with a lunchbox in his lap. He scoops the field in front of him, before opting to turn his head over his shoulder. Sorry, scopes, not scoops. That's when Simon spots you, giving a small wave. Aw, hey there, Jeremy. Yes, we're best friends already. He greets you when you make your way over and sit with him in the grass. Great minds think alike, huh? Letting weather this nice go to waste would be a shame. No, I'm just following you because I'm a creep. Oh my gosh, we have to say that. It'd be more of a shame to not spend this time with you. Simon freezes, cheeks getting a bit pink. Yes, yes, yes. Whoa there, Jeremy, we haven't even finished our first lunch together. One hand goes to rub the back of his neck. Despite his averted gaze, Simon is smiling. But, shucks, it's awfully nice of you to say that. Dude, I'm literally tearing up. I love this guy. His tail is wagging behind him. You both start eating, but even for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, Simon seems unusually quick to scarf down his food. He seems more conscious about his pace when he brings out a Tupperware box with baby carrots and some dip. No. What's with the rush? Oh, there's no rush right now, anyway. His expression turns wistful. I juggled a lot of jobs before I came here, a lot of which had pretty short meal periods, so it just became a habit. old are we? Are we in college or something? Because we didn't even have a job. Of course, there are people who are teenagers and have jobs, but I don't know. Oh, can I check out people's ages? Okay, let's see. Where's my buddy at? Oh, there he is. Okay. He's 25. Yay! Okay, awesome. He's older than me. Hooray! I love people older than me. He's so cute. Look at him. Okay, we only have 2 of them. We're gonna check out this guy from my friend. Oh, he's 20. He's younger than me. I don't like you anymore. Goodbye. You cannot be younger than me. I won't allow it. Simon munches on his carrots at a more leisurely pace, mindful of your words. You lapse into a comfortable silence as you near the end of the lunch period. Simon starts packing up his items. He starts hesitantly, hazardly a glance your way. Come here, come here, come here. Oh my gosh, my cat is being so annoying, but it won't get in my lap. Do you want to have lunch together again? It doesn't have to be tomorrow, but whenever you're up for it. Simon forces a chuckle. I think it's hitting me how lonely I can get having meals for myself day in and day out. Sure. I would love to. I love seeing you every single day. I love you. He gives a bright smile. Really? He curves his enthusiasm and clears his throat. I mean, great. I'm looking forward to it. No, open yourself to me, please. Simon rises to his feet and stretches before picking up his lunchbox. This was nice, Jeremy. I love you. I'll see you around, okay? With that, Simon takes his leave. Oh my gosh, so cute. You have some free time until your next class. What do you do? Let's look at this place. I've been eyeing this area for a while. You were in the forest. Eat edible shrooms? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna save, just in case. I'm scared what will happen. Let's eat them. In your defense. Actually, you don't really have one. After dusting away the dirt, you take a healthy bite of the questionable shroom. You feel like a bad student. +1. Huh? What were you doing here again? Yeah, you can feel intelligence decreasing. No! You know what? I'm going to let that happen. That is my fault, my bad. You have potions. Go to class? Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm scared. Are we gonna die? Who would you like to approach? My bestie. He's gonna fall so deeply in love with us, it's crazy. You tried to find Simon, but the professor's already starting their lesson, making you hastily find— No! Not again! Toadstool, fey hair, mugwort, and the tears of 10 elves. The ingredients are quite sinister, as this is a sinister potion. From whom stool do we need? Stool. Toadstool. I was listening. Whose hair do we need? Fays. What sort of what wort do we need? Hugwort. And lastly, the tears do we need? What? 10? Correct, false and correct. No! Gosh darn it. The shrooms messed up my head. Such a potion would inflict the victim with extremely foul bowel movements. You can feel your intelligence increasing. Ooh. Getting my smarts back up. I got 1 bad, just saw that in the corner. I'm a bad boy. It's now after school hours. Oh my gosh, why can I never say this word? Extracurriculars are now in session. What do you do? My buddy. We're gonna hang out with my buddy. The street of magic assessment came and went, and you had caught Simon for a brief conversation. He was exhausted, but more optimistic than you've ever seen him. Studying together seemed to have paid off after all. Now we're best buddies forever. I'm not expecting a perfect score, just kind of hoping to be above passing this time, you know? He admitted this sheepishly, rubbing the back of his neck. I had to stay really close to my mic where you can't hear me, and there's a bunch of freaking hair on it for my cat. I mean, how crazy would it be if I actually got 100 on it? Dude, you're gonna get 101 because I believe in you so deeply. It would certainly be crazy, but relatively unlikely, considering his previous scores. Right? No. He's gonna get 100. Well, if it gets to 99, that'd be hilarious. Like, oh, so close. You and Simon had then parted ways, promising to meet later and celebrate. We gonna drink some alcohol? Though you arrive on time, Simon appears to be running late. He doesn't answer your message, and you briefly consider calling him. Just as your thumb hovers over the phone button for his contact, you hear footsteps. Okay, if he doesn't answer, just leave him alone. Oh, there he is! Simon approaches, his expression somber. Hey, Jeremy, sorry, I didn't mean for that to happen. Oh, wait, I forget. I take back what I said. I forgot we're meeting up with him. I thought we were just texting him randomly. I'm like, well, just leave him alone. Leave the poor guy alone, let him do whatever he has to do. But no, we are meeting up with him. He's dragging his feet. His shoulders are slumped, and his trails after him limply. I don't want to be mean. That's so mean. Is everything okay? You don't look good. Simon opens his mouth and closes it. It's obvious that he's not feeling well, but at least you're giving him a chance to explain himself of his own accord. No. Simon fishes out a quarter from his pocket and starts to rub it between his fingers, agitatedly. I got called in by the professor. Oh no. The good news is that I actually got full points on that last history of magic quiz. But they think you're cheating, don't they? You congratulate Simon, and he briefly smiles before immediately dropping any semblance of positivity. Bad news is, well, his eyes drop to his shoes. His hands stop moving. He puts his coin back in his pocket. The professor thinks I cheated. I knew it! I knew it! The thing is, you know how you can, disprove that? Just ask him a few questions and not have him look at the paper. How can you would know the answer, most likely, right? Not always. Sometimes you're like, well, I just guessed and I hope I got right, you know? But he would know it. So, nuh-uh. Student Detectory has started an investigation and everything. Oh my gosh. Is it because of his species? I think it is. I think there's some racism going on. Bad news indeed. Because I don't understand he has such low scores, but people kind of seem negative towards him anyways. So I just have a feeling that people just don't like him because he's of his race or something. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know if anyone else is getting that sort of feeling, but that's how I feel. Though you can see how a sudden jump from a low grade to 100 could be suspicious. Yeah, but the thing is, a whole investigation? That just feels weird. You could personally attest to Simon's efforts while studying together. Because again, just ask him. Would it be so hard as to ask him simply? Okay, well, we need to see if you're cheating, so I'm going to ask you some of these questions. I just feel kind of annoyed by that. You ask him if he did, in fact, cheat on the quiz after all. Simon's gaze snaps back up to you, eyes burning bright with indignation. Of course I didn't! His outburst startles the both of you. Simon looks away, hands balling into fist. Maybe that's... No. I don't think that's why people hate him. I just think people don't like him, and he acts that way because people are already mean to him, so he's just already kind of feisty, I guess, because people bully him. Because that happens. A lot of times when you get bullied a lot, you're just vicious. You're like, I hate everyone. Everyone's annoying. I didn't. He repeats quietly, as if to convince himself more than anyone else. It's going to be okay. I believe you. You do? Hope lights up his eyes for a fleeting second. While it gives way to doubt once again, Simon manages to give a tired smile. That means a lot. Thanks, Jeremy. Simon takes a deep breath. You can tell he's trying to remain as level-headed about the matter as he can. Finally, he finds the words to keep talking. I'll be given a chance to explain my side of things. If what I say corresponds with the projector's observations and I'm in the clear, they'll probably leave it at that. Otherwise, well, expulsion wouldn't be off the table. That is so frustrating. Just let him retake it, and then he'll get 100 anyway, so it doesn't matter. It's so frustrating. The process sounds relatively straightforward, but knowing Simon, there's likely a catch that will make it more of a challenge to accomplish. But... he deflates. When I was first called in, I was already feeling nervous. I almost full-out panicked on the spot, and then when the professor was explaining everything to me. But he's just an anxious guy, you know? Simon's unable to conceal the shame in his voice, but sadly, teachers a lot of times can be kind of mean. And they're like, oh, you're looking suspicious. Yeah, 'cause you called me in and I'm nervous, you know? As you can imagine, that didn't exactly help my case. If I act the same way when they're hearing me out, it'll probably be game over. You tried to reassure Simon after all. He said he didn't cheat. At the end of the day, as long as he's able to explain his side of the situation honestly, there's nothing to worry about. But as you communicate this to him, his expression turns more and more subdued. Simon waits for you to finish. When you attempt to wrap up the positive note, he simply stares at you before speaking again. Yeah, if you were in my shoes, this would all be a walk in the park, wouldn't it? He muses, looking you over. Meanwhile, people like me need to claw our way out of this kind of stuff without any safety nets. Yeah. See, that's what I'm thinking. Just because of who he is and where he comes from, people are just negative about him anyways, and he's proving it. Simon's voice is low. I already knew that from the start. Like, you can just tell by how he reacts to literally everything. So, before you can ask him to clarify, his demeanor shifts entirely. No, we know. I know exactly what you mean, dude. You don't gotta tell me. His energy mysteriously returns. The somberness in his tone is gone. By the way, Jeremy, did you see my message? The abrupt heel turn of the conversation gives you whiplash. It takes you a few seconds to fully register the topic transition before clarifying that you don't know what he's talking about. I sent you a text last night. He insists with furrowed brows. Did you not get it? You tried to reaffirm that you didn't, and you're sure of that, but a pinprick of doubt nags at you. Enough so that you take your phone out and pull up your conversation with him to present as proof. You don't even have the time to show the screen before Simon plucks your phone right out of your hand. He turns his back to you as he walks a few steps away. Oh, jeez. You sure? I thought I sent it. That's weird. Oh, no, I don't like any of these. I'm gonna lunge for my phone, because I don't like yelling at him. I don't want to raise my voice, because I think he'd be scared if I did that. So I'm gonna lunge for my phone. You lunge for your phone. Whoa! Simon, nimbly dodges, and you stumble forward, barely managing to regain your footing. Simon raises both his hands in surrender as you storm up to him and snatch your phone back. The glint in his eyes is unfamiliar. I was going to give it back anyway. Sheesh. I wish I didn't have to. Of course, I understand. If I was in that situation, I'd be really annoyed. Like, why'd you take my phone? You know, because it's just so abrupt. But I don't know. I just don't like any of those options. But I'd rather not yell at him, because I feel like he'd be even more annoyed. This is the best option. But of course you can't be perfect, you know what I'm saying? So, I understand. As you take your phone, you don't see any immediate signs that Simon had done anything to it, but there was something about the weight that seems off. The fiendish turns back around, fishes his phone out of his pocket, and taps the screen methodically with one hand while the other remains tucked away in his pocket. Several seconds pass, and he goes completely still. Sorry, Jeremy. Your attention returns to Simon. He only inclines his head slightly, an over-the-shoulder acknowledgement. His free hand emerges from his pocket, coming into view. Oh, thanks for everything. He snaps his fingers, and the phone in your hand disappears entirely. What? In the same heartbeat, Simon swirls to toss something through the air. It soars in the clean arc right into your now empty hands. As soon as you catch your phone, your real phone, Simon pivots on one foot and breaks off into a sprint. Did he delete his number off our phone? You shout for him, chase after him even, but his pace is unrelenting, and his head start has already left you in the dust. He's gone. After catching your breath, you browse your phone for any signs of tampering. Everything is pristine and operating fine. It's only when you type your messages that it hits you that all once. Your heart sinking when you register the change. Simon has removed some of your contacts and deleted your conversations with him. Why would you do that? Like, we're buddies. The realization leaves you helplessly stranded on an island of confusion, of hurt. He'd been acting differently ever since the conversation started, something that could have been easily passed off as stress, no thanks to the accusations he faced. And yet, it was as if he was used to it. Used to receiving doubt. Used to talking his way out, slippery as an eel. Used to apologizing. Used to running. Used to being alone. It occurs to you that maybe his skeeviness wasn't just from the situation itself. It was from the fact that it was happening again when he had hoped it wouldn't. What have you done? Your words go unanswered, lost to the silence of a world that keeps turning. I think this was going to happen no matter what, so I'm not mad. Though I do hope we can rekindle our friendship, because I love him. It's now the evening. You have some free time before the day ends. I do like him as a character, but I'm just really sad for him, you know? So, okay, yeah. Let's do some bunny stuff, whatever this is, like a bunny thing. You are at the garden, okay. You wander around the gardens a bit, appreciating the beauty of the flowers. You can feel your charisma increasing. Oh, that's all we did? You know what? That's fine. Sometimes you just gotta chill, right? Tuesday is now over. Oh man. Can't believe it. Okay, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. Tell me how you felt about this episode so far. This game so far, I mean. I'm really sad that he stopped being our friend. I don't think it'll be hard to be his friend again. It just makes me sad that he deleted our number and text and everything. Why would you do that? Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like and subscribe. I will, of course, see you all in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.